Ravens taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Rams 0. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180.
On the ground, it's a rookie from Texas Tech. And still fighting. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
20.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4.
Good. 180. What's that?
Now a give, right side. Wheatley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jackson.
40-yard line.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
180!
They'll keep it on the ground. Wheatley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
180! Regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
You talk about this Rams defense.
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
We'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurry, hurry! That.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wheatley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Regular.
On 3rd down, Wheatley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of 2 yards.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It's a pickup of 17 there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Jackson to throw.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 7.
Alert, 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 alert. Kings, set. Watch out.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Rams 14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Jackson. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Quick, ready?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
What? Hey, come on. Yo.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
DC, ready? Go ahead. Sit on! Ready! Nice shot! Yo.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely.
Derrick Henry all alone. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Mayfield looks to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And the Rams first down.
Mayfield down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
The ball on the 32. It's second and 2.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Come on. 180. Face up. What's the motion?
Again, Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
180. Hey, alert, alert, alert. Up, up. Run, run, run. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for LA. 48 yards.
Regular, regular, regular. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Now Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
it's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Run. 180. Real.
Mayfield. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
At the Ravens' 10-yard line.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
Again, help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Rams
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more...
Oh, wide open, complete.
Down to the 10. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for two.
The Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the two. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Ravens 15.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
He had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Middle, middle. 180. Sit up. 180. 180. Sit up.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Ravens field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Wheatley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Run, run, run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Flowers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. In motion left, Flowers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Real. Pistol. Hey, alert 33. Point it right. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
180. Hey, alert. What's up?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going quickly out to the right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4
No
yards.
reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Run, 180. Alert. Hey, alert 33. Got.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
For the 2-point conversion.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Joshua Carty.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the
extra
extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Ravens 53, Rams 43.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Real quick, ready?
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Rams 43. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Around 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Hey, alert 30. Hey, what's the bet? Hey, alert 20. Done.
To throw, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Rams, first down.
Run.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up. Point it right. Pistol. Alert.
Mayfield down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Point it right. Tight end on. What's that?
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. So he stopped for no gain. And it's second down.
On the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Run. What's that?
Mayfield with it once more. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down and goal to go.
What's that?
He finds his man, complete. It's Wolf. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hurry. 180. Kings. Up. What's that?
And again, it's Mayfield. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they have to slob their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. There's the stiff arm. Now he's loose again. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 127 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Quick, ready?
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. This going to be returned from the 2. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a 2nd and 10.
180.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. That's going to be caught. Now he's into the clear again. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
The Rams will line up.
Here's a toss coming right. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.